So more on why all the states surrounding Kentucky is shittier than Kentucky itself. Ohio, Illinois, Indiana, Virginia, West Virginia, Tennessee, Missouri. Fuck all of them. They all suck. They're shitty, shitty states. You can't look down on Kentucky. Missouri, the show me state, the blow me state. You can't look down on Kentucky. That's some bullshit. Some judgmental bullshit. Ohio, you can't look down on Kentucky. Ohio, you're the ones that give us William Henry Harrison. I just checked this out. I was checking out all the Indian genocidal maniacs in American history. You got a bunch. Andrew Jackson, you got Hugh McGarry, Daniel Boone, Simon Kinton, George Washington, Abraham Owen. So you got a shitload of Indian genociders, right? That's how America was founded, was just murdering everybody, like what Israel's doing in Palestine right now. William Henry Harrison. He was a politician, something. Before election as president, Harrison served as the first territorial congressional delegate from the Northwest Territory. So he was the governor of Indiana, right? The land of Indians. He helped get rid of the Indians in the Battle of Tippecanoe. William Henry Harrison, Battle of Tippecanoe, and Tyler 2 is a nice little fucking little ditty. Tippecanoe, Tyler 2, right? So that was in Indiana. As a general in the subsequent War of 1812, his notable contribution was the victor at the Battle of Thames in 1813. William Henry Harrison killed Tecumseh. That's where Tecumseh died, 1813. William Henry Harrison brought about the death of Tecumseh. And William Henry Harrison, after the war, moved to Ohio, where he was elected to the United States House of Representatives. 1824, became a member of the Senate. There, he served a truncated term before being appointed as minister plenipotentiary to Columbia. In May 1828, in Columbia, he spoke with Simon Bolivar, urging his nation, blah, blah, American-style democracy before returning to his farm in Ohio, where he lived in relative retirement until he's nominated for the presidency in 1836. Defeated, he retired again to his farm before being elected president in 1840. Died of pneumonia in 1841. After taking office, was probably the smartest thing he actually did. You know, just fucking die off, you old fucking genocidal racist kook. But William Henry Harrison kills Tecumseh, come out of Ohio. William Henry Harrison kills Tecumseh and the Shawnee, Battle of Tippecanoe, killing all these Indians. And after he killed all the Indians, he moves to Ohio and he stays there. That's Ohio. That's what Ohio represents. People like William Henry Harrison. I'm not sure where he was born. I guess he was born in Virginia. He was the governor of Virginia for a while. But yeah, William Henry Harrison. Fuck William Henry Harrison. And fuck his involvement in Ohio. All white people in Ohio benefit because of the shit that William Henry Harrison did. Where are the Indians? Ohio, where are all your Indians at? Ohio comes from Iroquoian word, which means great river. Y'all's name is named after Indians, so where are the Indians? I mean, I see Pequot, I see Xenia, Ohio. I see Pequot and Xenia and Chillicothe. That's New Chillicothe, Old Chillicothe, Pluggiestown in Delaware, Ohio, which is north of Columbus. And Columbus, oh my God. You know, it's one thing to, you know, I kind of like the idea that all these things are named after the Native Americans and the original people of this continent because it allows their legacy to continue. They were victims and it was horrible what happened to them, but I can go through and I can bring this stuff back to life. But even worse is when you name yourself after the oppressor. After the oppressor, right? So Columbus, Ohio isn't just like a little city. It's not like a little city off to the side. It's the fucking capital. Columbus is the fucking capital of Ohio. And Columbus, y'all know about Columbus? In America, we had there's different estimates, 100 million Native Americans, 10 million. Howard Zinn says that there's 10 million. I've heard estimates of 100 million Native Americans. Natives who are indigenous to this continent, to the American continents. So Native Americans, you know, were here before, a bunch of them. But then you had Christopher Columbus in 1492, who says, look at all these Native Americans who are so nice and wonderful. They give their stuff. They cut themselves with the sword. They're simple-minded. They don't know anything. We can slave them, subjugate them. We can own these people. And they can be ours. And then that just, everybody in old fucking Europe got all excited about it and came over here and couldn't wait to, you know, enslave the native population or just murder all of them. And 100 million people, I mean, they wiped out 100 million people. 100 million people. Adolf Hitler killed 6 million people. Compared to Christopher Columbus, Adolf Hitler isn't shit. Christopher Columbus wiped out all the Taino Indians. Everybody in Haiti he wiped out. Not one person survived. So nobody carries on that bloodline. No one carries on that lineage. It's kind of like when Cortez kills everybody in Mexico City, the Aztecs. He kills the Aztecs and he doesn't leave one book behind. They burn all the books. Not only are they going to kill the people, they're going to kill the culture, the literature. They're going to wipe it all out. Adolf Hitler isn't shit compared to Christopher Columbus. In fact, Christopher Columbus was Adolf Hitler's hero. Adolf Hitler admired the Indian genocide policy of the United States. He liked the concentration camps and reservations so much he did it himself. He adopted American-style concentration camps with the Jews. But Hitler only killed 6 million people. The Christopher Columbus European invasion wiped out 100 million. Chris Columbus genocide is 16.66 times bigger than Hitler's. Renaming Columbus to Hitlertown would actually make it would be an improvement. It would make it nicer. Instead, they named themselves after one of the most genocidal, insane, disgusting, sick human beings on the face of the fucking planet. So yeah, he's a fucking dickhead. So Ohio, Missouri, they got Republicans they strip healthcare provisions for the blind. That's what they're doing in Missouri. So if you're blind, don't go to fucking Missouri. If you could see Missouri, they're the show me state. You know, show me, blow me, overthrow me. The hoes are free state. The show me state, but if you're the blind, they ain't gonna show you no healthcare, right? They're the show me state, but they ain't gonna show you healthcare. But more about Ohio. Man, fuck Ohio. fuck Ohio. Fuck you, Ohio. You're just the Alabama of the North. They want to talk about racism. Y'all got Confederate flags going on up here. MLK and Malcolm X said how much racism there was in the North. Quit talking about the South. As long as you're south of the Canadian border, you're south. Obesity. You guys are fat. 29% of Ohioans are fat. That's the 16th highest in the country. So Ohio's the fattest, ranks in the 16th highest, ranks with the top 10 least well-off states in 4 of the 6 categories. Considered by Gallup in its well-being index, this includes life evaluation, emotional health, healthy behavior, and work environment. The state ranks quite poorly when it comes to health metrics, as it has among the highest rates of cancer, diabetes, and smoking. So, Ohio, you're dying of cancer, diabetes, and smoking too. That ain't just Kentucky. Ohio's just the Kentucky of the North. In fact, I think that offends Kentucky. Kentucky is the Ohio of the South. So, you guys are dying of cancer, diabetes, smoking, y'all, you know, I guess too much sugar in your diet. You got the sugars, highest rate of cancer. So y'all smoking, right? Y'all smoking and not getting your prostate checked. Drivers, the drivers in Cincinnati are shitty. I hate you drivers. Ohio, all drivers are such assholes. You guys just sit in the passing lane. There's 3 or 4 lanes in an expressway and you use the left lanes to pass. That's what the left lanes are there for, so you can pass. Okay? But you guys ain't using it to pass. Y'all use the left lane to cruise. And I get it, drive through Cincinnati, there's some turns you gotta go on the left-hand side, but those are a few and you know where they're at, and when you get to this farther stretch, when you get through a straight stretch, you're still doing it. You cruise in the passing lane. That's illegal. The passing lane is the pass. If you're not passing, you stay on the right-hand side. Ohio drivers don't know that. They stay in the left-hand lanes. That's what Ohio drivers do. They like to double park. You know, they don't give a shit who they're going to run over and shit. They just don't care about anybody else but their goddamn selves. Selfish. Very selfish drivers. They don't use blinkers for any reason at all. Never. Just change lane here, change lane there. Ohioans slow down to the very last second. You know, you stop until the very last second. You drive next to the slow lane. You guys are dicks. Yeah, and also your cars, y'all got license plates on the front of your cars and the back of your cars. You can tell Ohio people in Kentucky. You can see the front of your damn car. So, you know, if you want to rob somebody and you thought that you was going to back away and get out of their house and that you was going to be caught, not in Ohio. Ohio's going to prevent that shit. They're going to mark Ohio on the side, here. They're going to put it on people's heads and faces. I don't know how long this shit was, so I got to come back. So come back. Fuck you, Ohio.